Greetings, everyone. This is just a general reminder to people who need to hear this message. I want you to be smart with your money. You have to work hard for your money. Don't use your money to try to buy friends. Money, when used to buy friendship, does not lead to anything but sorrows. Remember the days when life was so hard for you and everybody you knew around you was doing better than you. You waited your turn. You were not a problem to anybody. You make do with whatever you have. Back in the day, I remember eating boiled dumpling and tomatoes. I enjoyed it. I was trying to save money because I had plans. And me and my companion used to eat this and make ourselves happy. Yes. We cut back. We denied ourselves. No shopping. No makeup. That was a big thing for me. And I remember living in places where I didn't have heat, even though I paid for it. I had to kind of put up with some disrespect, put up with all kind of liberty because I had my mind and my heart set on something. I lost everything, people. Everything. Going home to Jamaica out of love, deciding that I need a break and wanting to go spend time with my father, and coming back, starting all over. And the worst part is starting all over and being sick and having to not accept defeat, get up and move, and keep my dreams in my mind until they became my reality. It was hard. It was tough. I don't know how I did it. I held the fort down as a single parent, send my child to the best school, but that means she has to be out of her school district. And so I have to pay, extra money. Her school was just down the road in our school district. She could just go to the one down the road. But I wanted a better experience for her. And I had my dream for her to go on to university. I need her to do or be in a position where she could compete. Because to me as a parent, when your children fail, it's a failure on your part too. And denying myself and making sure that, when she was graduating from high school, they said most attractive, most beautiful, more likely to succeed. That's what they wrote in her yearbook. Because when I'm taking her shopping, I wanted the best for her. Girl was like a little model. I did that. So I denied myself and I gave her everything. Gave them everything. But the older one moved away from home and it was the second one at home and a baby. Did all I can for my children. Are all that I could, and still will do all I can for my children. Now my children are my only concern, my only priority. And I have given them the tools to help themselves. None of my children are a burden to me. My children are responsible for themselves. I don't have to do anything for my children unless I feel like, because they're independent. And so I am not responsible for anyone except my 15-year-old child. And I'm very particular about what I do with my money these days. Because it's not everybody that is smiling up in your face is going to be happy for you. There are people who, when, ish hits the fan and you are covered in it, they want to make it seem like they're your friend. But the moment you start crawling up from underneath that mess, people are not going to like you. And if they don't openly show their dislike for you, if you are doing anything to level up, they're not happy for you. But the thing is, the burden shouldn't be on other persons to be happy for you. You have to be happy for yourself. And you have to be in that position where you want to hold whatever it is you've worked hard for, or whatever you've, gained access to. You have to secure that. It's not someone else's responsibility to secure your wealth, or to secure your health, or to secure your happiness. That is on you. You have to want it bad enough. I know a lot of persons who are financially well off. When even as a career person, I was struggling. I never went to any of these ones and say, please do for me. Never called nobody in Jamaica and tell them my problem. I kept it to myself. They only hear about it when it's long gone. So just the thought that someone would think I'd be beholden to them is just ridiculous. And like I said recently, it is one of the most still frightening thing to me when I see how easily people drop you when you have nothing to give them. It's disgusting, but it is what it is. And it's not their job to remember. It's your job to remember. It's not their responsibility to remember your suffering and your struggles and your hardship and your loneliness. It's not their role. It's not their job. It's yours. So when people come with their issues and come with their stories and come with their lies and come with their trickery, it's your job to secure what is yours and to protect what is yours. It is your job. It's your responsibility. It's not theirs. Stop shifting your responsibility to other people. Because when you run into bankruptcy, you're not going to see them. When you get sick, you're not going to see them. When you die, they don't care. You have to secure what is yours. Nobody needs you except for your children and your underage kids. And even if life takes it to the point where you're separated from them, even they will be able to live without you. When people come to me with a story, oh, I don't know what I'd do without you, I just roll my eyes. What the hell? I need you. Nobody needs me. I'm at a point in my life now. Remember, I'm past halfway mark based on life expectancy. And I humbled myself. I went through a lot in life. I humbled myself. I lost a lot in life. But, the promise is, whatever the canker worm has stolen will be returned. And so there are people that are put in my way, in my path, that are happy for me, that support me in my endeavors. I appreciate these ones. I give thanks for these ones. And I always, will look for the opportunity to bless others when the Spirit moves me to do that. I've never put my basket where I can't reach it. So I've settled for much less than I think I deserve for many years. And as I elevate my mind and my body and my finances, I now give myself permission to have more and to enjoy more. And I cannot do that if I allow other person's problems to become mine. So while I care for people, I'm no longer stupid with my money. I'm no longer even stupid with my time. I value my time. In my next upload, or perhaps I'll upload it before this one, You know, I had a conversation with a scammer. And I was just having a fun time with it. But I don't see this person who was trying to separate me from my money any different from I would see, you know, certain acquaintances or, you know, people who I know from my past who have exploited me, who have used me, who have discarded me. I'm not the only one that goes through this. You guys can relate. But if you constantly put yourself in a position to be used and discarded, you have yourself to blame and not the others. Okay? We're getting older. We can't afford to do the things that we used to do when we were younger. There's no wiggle room to be stupid. Stupidity cannot be your cloak. You have to wise up. You have to smart up. You have to level up. You have to want more for yourself. Otherwise, you have no ambition. Kindness and generosity is nothing to brag about if you have nothing to show for your years of hard work. The people asking you and constantly taking from you, they are ambitious. You are worthless if you don't value yourself, if you don't say to yourself, you know what, I want better for my life. I deserve this. I deserve that. We deserve all good things. And if you work for it, you should not allow anyone to separate you from it. When people come to me with their nonsense and people try to use me, and then, you know, you just stay back and observe. And when you're smart and you start learning to say no, and you watch them how they take time and disappear in the shadow, in the dark, in the darkness. Not everybody wants to see you thrive. Not everybody is going to be happy for your success. Some people are only going to be close to you because you got nothing to offer. And they can always feel better than they're in a better position than you. And these same ones, when you are growing, instead of them celebrating with you, they vex with you and dislike you. You think it's happening in our country with all this violence and stuff. A lot of it is from jealousy. A lot of it is from people that we would give our last to. Don't let anybody trick you into thinking that they love you so much and that you're relying on just that word without the action. Look out for you, man. Take care of you. Enjoy your blessings. It's okay to be comfortable. When you look in the bank account and you see your money in there and it's growing interest, it's a nice feeling. It's awesome. Don't be like me in the past. As soon as I get money, every year when I would get my income tax, I'd be thinking about who I can give it to. Literally share it up before I even get it in my bank account. And none of those people, I don't see any of them. I don't hear them. I don't want to see them or hear them. Don't get me wrong. But I don't see them or hear them. It's like they never existed. Worse, it's like I never existed. When people cannot use you anymore, you're disposable. Do you understand me? You are disposable. The very ones you give your all to. I'm not giving my all to nobody anymore. I used to do that. Empty myself. I'm not doing that anymore. I continue to do that kind of thing. It's just indicative of a person who does not want to learn. Was like following dry cane trash to pound, as the old people would say. Me, I'm not trying to buy love. I don't care who likes me, who doesn't like me. Nobody can trick me. Nobody can come to me with a hard luck story. And if I was planning to give to somebody, the moment they ask me for it, I don't want to give it anymore. I like to do things now from my own free will. It is placed upon my heart to do, and I do. I don't have time because a lot of the people who want you to give to them, they're doing better than you. And if the roles were reversed, you would even be able to sleep on their floor for a night. Don't forget that. I'm not buying no love. If it doesn't come to me for free, I don't want it. And when my blessings come into my life, I'm not advertising, because it only causes enmity between you and people. Yes, in the past I've shared a few things, but I learned the only thing you're doing when you're sharing everything is making yourself a target or making more enemies for yourself. You know, walk circumspect, enjoy your life, encourage others that you see go through the things that you've gone through. But keep most of your blessings to yourself. It's easier, it's better. So you don't have to deal with folks, you know, always preying you, always seeing you as some kind of savior. Me, I don't want to be a savior to anybody. I can't even save myself. And even my children, I'm giving the tools to take care of their needs further down in life. Okay? When you have your parents, your good parents, you situate yourself so that when they're older, you're able to give them the best quality of life you can. You're good parents, and that I'm talking about parents that have raised you, that have loved you. I'm not talking about parents who abandon you and dash you away and don't care for you. Take care of yourself first. Build yourself first. And if it's laid upon your heart to help anybody else, you do so in a way that if they're ungrateful, it doesn't really matter. But not until you've taken care of yourself and you don't spend money or give your time to ungrateful people or people who you know in your heart don't like you. Sometimes we know these individuals don't like us, and we're still trying to be up in their face, still trying to get love from people who don't even love themselves. Yes, it's such a beautiful feeling to be free. To be free once and for all. Because some people act like they're the only ones with problems. Some people act like, oh, let me save my money and use yours. Oh, I was so dumb. But no matter how silly somebody is, we all learn over time. And if you don't learn one way, you're going to learn the other. Stay blessed, everyone.